Dear viewers, what you're witnessing now is not a scene from a disaster movie, it's real. And it's happening right now in China. An event that has drawn global attention and growing concern. The Three Gorges Dam, the largest hydroelectric project in the world, has begun an emergency discharge, releasing an enormous volume of floodwater after days of relentless rainfall. And the impact is already devastating. Entire downstream areas are submerged. For days, torrential rains have battered the Jiangxi River basin, causing water levels at the Three Gorges Reservoir to rise rapidly. At the time of the discharge, levels had exceeded the safety threshold, forcing Chinese authorities to initiate a large-scale emergency release, with flow rates reaching tens of thousands of cubic meters per second. As you can see in this video, the dam's massive floodgates are opening one after another, unleashing a torrent of roaring water. The scene is both breathtaking and terrifying, a vertical wall of water crashing downstream. Relentless and uncontrollable. In the downstream regions, dozens of cities, towns, and rural communities are now underwater. Provinces such as Hubei, Jiangxi, and Anhui have all issued red alerts. In many places, floodwaters rose within just a few hours overnight, forcing tens of thousands to evacuate with barely enough time to grab their belongings. In the city of Yichang, located near the dam, locals reported that riverside roads were completely flooded just hours after the discharge began. Video footage shows cars swept away, houses submerged up to their roofs, and murky floodwaters engulfing neighborhoods. In low-lying areas, water has reached depths of 2 to 3 meters. In some cases, the flood invaded second floors. Those who couldn't escape in time climbed onto rooftops, waving banners or flashing lights in desperate cries for help. Rescue teams, soldiers, armed police, and local volunteers have been deployed in full force. Rescue boats, helicopters, and drones are being used around the clock to evacuate stranded residents. Despite the dangerous weather, in the footage you're watching now, a mother and her 2 children are being helped onto a rescue boat. Their faces still filled with fear and confusion. According to Chinese officials, this is one of the largest discharges since the Three Gorges Dam began operation. And it was necessary to protect the dam from structural stress due to record-breaking rainfall. However, they've acknowledged that the impact downstream is severe. Not only are communities flooded, but critical infrastructure has been paralyzed. Major highways and rail lines are blocked by landslides. Industrial zones are underwater, bringing production to a halt and inflicting massive economic losses. Satellite images reveal the full scale of the disaster. Vast areas downstream of the Yangtze River now look like an inland sea. Farmlands, schools, homes, all have disappeared beneath murky waters. Residents who have lived in the region for decades say they've never seen anything like this. "I've lived here for over 60 years," said one elderly man in tears. "And this is the first time I've seen the river overflow like this." On Chinese social media, the hashtag Three Gorges Discharge is trending. Millions are sharing photos, videos, and emergency messages from loved ones in flood-stricken areas. Netizens are expressing deep concern, frustration, and fear, with some questioning the long-term safety of the dam, once proudly promoted as able to withstand anything. Weather forecasts predict continued rainfall in the coming days, which means the reservoir could keep rising. More discharges may follow. Authorities are preparing for the worst-case scenario: partial dam failure or overwhelmed downstream levees, which could result in a humanitarian catastrophe. Hydrologists around the world are closely watching the situation. Some experts warn that without precise management and coordination across China's interconnected dam system, a failure at any point could trigger a chain reaction with unpredictable consequences. This situation is yet another sobering reminder that human engineering cannot fully control nature. Even the grandest megastructures are vulnerable when facing the brute force of extreme weather. Dear viewers, floods are not just a Chinese problem, they are a global concern. Climate change has increased the frequency and severity of extreme weather events, and flash floods are becoming more sudden and more destructive. Every country, including ours, must take disaster preparedness seriously. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share it with others, and leave a comment below. Do you think the Three Gorges Dam is truly safe for the future? Thank you for watching.
给冲跑了。听到兄弟啊，这个危险了，只能要等消防来了。没信号都没信号啊！啊，唔係好有冇㗎，唔係。